My ideal of becoming an express embodiment of love is based upon a belief I hold that the unnameable essence of what I am within and beyond time and space is love itself, an essence that is never completely knowable in the scope of its potential depths, but which can be completely knowable in what it has become as it evolves at any given moment in its evolution. The depths of love are unfathomable and endlessly vast. It is the totality of what the self has become as it continuously evolves in its realization of what it means to exist. Love is also the cumulative experience of joy, an emotion state of being that is created within time and space as the self interacts with the self through duality. Within the Amen essence, beyond thought, duality, ideas, forms, and shapes, above the experiences of relativity of you, me, and the other, is a state of being that is only felt. Within this formless state is the experience, the pure realization of the joy of what the self has realized. This being state, void of thought, is the emotion feeling of what existence means. This ever-evolving state of accumulating joy is how the self, I am beyond time and space, knows itself as that which exists. Existence of I am that I am is never completely knowable in its scope, and each experience within the duality of time and space brings an emotion within the spectrum of what we call pain or joy. Every emotion felt within time and space falls within the spectrum of some varying degree of pain or joy. These emotions are stored within the totality of the self as the microcosm within its essence in the state of being. This state of being is how the self evolves in its awareness of what it is as existence itself. This emotion state of being of the Amen is how the Amen defines its own nature of being I am. Every emotion felt within duality is added to that state of being. As the self evolves through time and space, the timeless realm of being evolves, reflecting the accumulation of all that is ever felt or is felt. It is the realm of where the self discovers what it feels to exist as it evolves in the awareness of itself. This feeling essence is the essence of the Amen, of which all manifestations within time and space are comprised and composed. My soul ego and the soul egos of all within duality are solely composed of this essence, for there is nothing outside of it. It just is, and it is the totality of everything. The emotions that arise within duality through its interactions of the self with the self are stored forever within the Amen and simultaneously flow through its vibrationless fabric into the vibrations of all manifestations within duality of time and space. It is never the same thing twice and continually evolves as the self evolves in its awareness of what love feels like. The universe, or the totality of time and space, is the body of the I Am, the vehicle by which it experiences emotions and defines what the I Am is at each ever-changing moment of the timeless realm of its Amen state of being. The body of the Amen is eternally expanding within the realm of space, no space, like a tree of life whose branches grow for worlds without end, all within the body of the Amen. All within the macrocosm of its timelines, soul egos of minerals, plants, animals, and the humans endlessly expand as the fabric of the body of the I Am, bringing to the one timeless self its awareness of what it means to exist. And even though this awareness is experienced through the vehicle of ideas, thoughts, and soul egos, these manifestations within the Amen are the means by which it experiences, but not the absolute experience itself. The absolute experience is the realm of being, that is the Amen essence of which all manifestations emerge and endlessly evolve within it. The Amen essence is both the creator and the created, the vehicle by which it experiences, and the cumulative experience of all that has ever been and is. This cumulative experience is the essence of love, the essence of the Amen of which all within it is composed. The tree of life, or the ever-expanding body of God, is the I Am Self, which manifests as the universe of timelines and soul egos within time and space, desires to forever expand in its scope. This desire is a pure reflection of the only desire the Amen holds, to continuously evolve in its own self-awareness of what it means to exist. As the body of the Amen eternally expands within the realm of space, no space, time, no time, its endlessly expanding self-awareness of the fathomless depths of existence also expands for infinity's worlds without end. An attempt of any ego soul to use its awareness of transcending time and space to prune the endlessly expanding branches of the tree of life is an act of the microcosm, of cutting off its own awareness of the totality of what the Amen has become. The absolute reality is that the body of God, or the tree of life as time and space, can never be pruned in its literal sense. What it has been and is will always be as it eternally becomes more. But realities within the Amen as microcosms can choose to cut off their own awareness of the totality of the self by manipulating time and space in such a manner that the past of a timeline can be changed by its own future, and the knowledge of the past is forgotten as a new one is created. This path of evolution is a damning path of self-awareness, as that particular microcosm within the self is damning or blocking its own complete awareness of the macrocosm with the reality it creates within it as it evolves. Everything created within duality of time and space is a pure microcosm of the macrocosm of the Amen as its essence and its expression of its body, the tree of life. The state of complete awareness of the microcosmic soul ego as the macrocosm is known as the state of Merkaba. It is the total knowing of the microcosm of that soul as the macrocosm of the Amen. It is a soul in its complete knowing of itself as the Amen, of which it is and of which it is composed. A soul who abides in a pure state of Merkaba creates within duality as a microcosm of the self, while simultaneously knowing the totality of the self as it creates within time and space through the vehicle of its soul ego. The symbol of this state of perfect knowing is a complete harmony of the microcosmic soul and the macrocosm of the Amen, represented by the three-dimensional hexagram or Star of David. This symbol is composed of two inverted triangular prisms of equal size. One prism points downward and the other upward, forming one whole of perfect balance of knowing and self-awareness. One prism represents the microcosm and the other represents the macrocosm. It is the knowing of the self within the self, with each in total awareness of their unity at each moment. The reason both prisms of the tetrahedron Merkaba are of equal size represents the awareness that each is in the ultimate reality of equal size. For remember that the reality veiled by the illusion of duality is a reality of time, no time, space, no space. In the ultimate reality, both the macro and the microcosms of the Amen are composed of the same unnameable, inseparable essence called love, and the microcosm is not in actuality a microcosm at all, but the pure reflection of the macrocosm. Both are reflections of each other, a harmony of macrocosm/macrocosm, for there is nothing outside of the Amen self, and the Amen self can never be anything less than that of the whole of itself. The tetrahedron Merkaba is also a symbol of duality, for all of time and space is composed of the Amen, and can be composed of nothing else, for the Amen is all that is.